Alright, so let's just settle into our meditation posture. Somehow I thought we could do Tara this morning.
Perfect.
Someone has their mic on. I think we're all good. Alright. And check your posture. If your legs are down on the ground, have them in a parallel position, maybe with a cushion underneath. Or if you're in the regular cross-legged position, some cushions underneath your sit bones. This is just to raise the pelvis. It needs to be a little bit higher than the feet, so you're not kind of slumping backwards, or even at the same level as your heels. Shoulders are over the hips. And the hands in the meditation mudra, with the right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light. So imagine what it would be like to have light pearls inside you. They'd be emanating light. So while you're imagining this, you can also imagine your body's filling with light. So perhaps someone is above you or behind you. Morning, Anna. Very gently lengthening your spine. And at the same time, notice whether your head do you sort of naturally carry your head slightly forward? Because it's very heavy, that great big ball we've got on top of us. And it will eventually, as you get older, give you some kind of kyphosis, sort of a little bit hunchback. So it's really good to start, well, everyone, those of you who are younger, start thinking about keeping your head nicely aligned over your shoulders. Imagine your crown is heading towards the ceiling. And then your head is slightly tipped forward and the eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. And let's just notice, take your awareness to the crown and relax your scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And then draw your attention to the back of the scalp. Relax that area, the occipital bone, and your ears, your temples. And just notice, even though you think you may have relaxed your face, you mention it again and it relaxes again. And then relax the back of the neck and the shoulders and the upper thoracic. Can you feel the lower thoracic spine? This is just that area around about the bottom of your rib cage. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly and your limbs. And then check your hands and feet. Make sure they're not tense. And bring the mind to the breath. And notice the sensation of the cool air as you're breathing in. And depending on the shape of your nose, you might feel the air coming in at the tip of the nose, the base of the nose. And as you breathe out, the air is slightly warmer. And try not to engage in with any sounds that are in your external environment. So just allow those, just allow them to be there. Leave them alone. And then watch your mind. There's probably many thoughts arising. For those of us on this side of the international date line this morning, so there's probably things that you're going to be doing today. And for people on the other side of the international date line, there's probably things you have done today. So wherever we are, our minds are busy thinking about what we've done or what we have to do tomorrow, what we have to do this morning. So just relax. Allow your thoughts just to bubble. Let them burst. And new thoughts will arise. So try not to engage with your thoughts or cling on to them. And just let them flow. Keep the mind on the breath. So let's bring to mind the people of our life. And the ones we love, who take care of us, our friends, people who make us laugh, who support us. And then there's always going to be perhaps somebody in your life who, doesn't like you so much, or you don't like them. And then there's the strangers. People on the street, people you walk past every day but you don't really know their name, nothing about their life. But they are all the same. And they're all the same as us in wanting to be happy. Wanting to avoid suffering. And believe it or not, everyone has this incredible potential, intelligence and wisdom and compassion and kindness. That's what's at the core of our very being, not the other stuff. So I think we'll do this meditation on Tara today, for the benefit of all the people in our life and by extension all the sentient beings. But first of all, let's just we'll do our 9-round breathing. Just reminding everybody, if you wish, you can equalize the breath, so as a part of the breathing. So when you're breathing in, you can count to 4 or 3, then pause at the top of the breath and breathe in blissful, radiant white light. And then when you're breathing out, breathe out 3 or 4, so make it equal. And you're breathing out first of all, the energy of attachment, and it leaves you as thick black yucky smoke, disappears into space. You do that 3 times, and breathe in through the left nostril, blissful, radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath, and breathe out through the right, all your anger, jealousy, bitterness, depression, grudges, resentment, disappointment, and breathe it out, thick black yucky smoke. Do that 3 times, and then breathe in through both nostrils, blissful, radiant white light. Pause at the top of the breath and breathe out all your ignorance, not knowing the way things truly exist. And do that 3 times. And we'll do 3 sets. Those of you who are finished, just bring the mind back to the breath. And if you're not quite done, don't rush. And just check, just feel, are you feeling a little bit more centered than when we started? And just notice if there's a difference. If there's not really, that's okay too. But it's good to check in with yourself. So just imagine in the space in front of you, Tara. She's this Buddha of action. She manifests all that is positive. Her body is of emerald green light, and translucent and radiant. You can imagine she's about 6 to 8 feet in front of you. Excuse me, and you can imagine any size. Her left leg is drawn up, signifying her complete control, and her right leg is extended, and this indicates that she's ready to get up at any moment to help sentient beings. Her left hand is at her heart in the refuge gesture. The palm is facing outward with the thumb and finger touching and the remaining 3 fingers raised. Her right hand is on her knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, the palm facing outwards with the fingers loosely pointing down. In each hand she's holding the stem of a blue Utpala flower, and this symbolizes unblocking of the central channel. She's exquisitely beautiful. She's very youthful. She smiles lovingly at you. She's wearing these celestial robes in the Royal Indian style. She has all these ornaments of precious gems, and she's wearing the 5-pointed crown. And she's sitting on a lotus in the sun and moon disk. And just concentrate for a moment on this energy in front of you. And if visualization is difficult for you, you can just imagine green light, feminine energy, very warm, very loving, very kind. Now think of any problems that come to mind, any needs you have. Maybe you have some projects you're working on. Maybe you have some goals. And make a prayer to Tara from your heart, asking for help, for inspiration. And imagine she responds immediately by sending streams of light into you. So first of all, white light flows from her forehead into yours, eliminating all the obstacles and negativities of your body as we recite her mantra. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu 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 Tare Tu Re Soha. So now imagine red light flows from her throat, Tara's throat, into your throat, eliminating all the obstacles and negativities of your speech as you recite the mantra. And one thing I forgot to add at the beginning, if you have a teacher or a lama, trusted mentor, you can imagine that this is the mind of your lama manifesting in this form of Tara for your benefit. So just keep that in mind as we're doing the visualization. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Now imagine blue light flowing from Tara's heart into your heart, eliminating all the obstacles and negativities of your mind. So all your depression, all your anxiety, all these negative thoughts that we have about ourselves and others, all our insecurities, our feelings of not being enough, all of this completely eliminated by this blue light coming into our heart from Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Som Tare Tu Re Tu Som Tare Tu Re Tu Som Tare Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Som Tare Tu Tare Tu Som Tare Tu Tare Tu Som Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Now imagine Tara comes to the space above the crown of your head, about 2 inches above the crown of your head, facing the same way as you, and she dissolves into green light, which descends through the crown of your head to your heart chakra, the seat of your consciousness, and your mind merges indistinguishably with Tara's mind and the mind of your teacher, your Lama, your Guru. And you experience clarity, tranquility, and bliss. And just expand your mind. If thoughts arise, try not to judge them as either good or bad. And bring your mind back to the experience of clarity and bliss. Very gently bring your mind back if you've gone somewhere. As we close the session, let's just dedicate all the positive energy you've created this morning, this evening, to all living beings, all the people of your life, so they can be free from suffering. They may attain the happiness thereafter. And everybody, please have a wonderful day and do take care and lots of love. And for Anna in England, have a good sleep or a good afternoon. I'm not sure where you are. Okay. Lots of love, everybody.